Six of the finest women's volleyball teams on the planet. USA Olympic silver medalist 2008. Brazil gold from 2008. China gold from 2004. Poland the European champions of 2007. And Italy European champs 2009, along with Japan the Asian champs from 2007. One gold to be crowned the 2010 FIVB World Grand Prix champion. Well, welcome to one and all, wherever you may be and wherever you're watching from. And for those who never got up very early, a very warm welcome to you as we get ready for match number 64 of the FIVB World Grand Prix. This is the final round coming up. It's Japan versus Poland. This is how it currently stands in the group. USA top, having won all matches. China second. And interestingly, Brazil third, even though they've only won one match, Japan having won two are behind them. A strange point system whereby if you win a game 3-0 or 3-1, you get 3 points. But if you win a game 3-2, so you've worked really, really hard, you only get 2 points. And then if you lose your game 3-2, you get a point for that. So Japan will probably feel a little hard done by. Whereas if it was just 3 points for a win and none for a loss, USA would still be top, China would be second, Japan would be third, and Brazil would be fourth. This is the Japanese squad ahead of the match against Poland, and there will be no changes for head coach Masayoshi Manabe in terms of his first six. So players to watch out for: number 7 Yamaguchi in the opposite slot, number 3 Takashita the setter, number 5 Yamamoto Ai through the middle, number 14 Ibata, and number 12 Saorai through the outside, and number 4 Inoue also through the middle. Number 6 Yuko Sano against the Nord as the libero for this game. For Poland and head coach Jerzy Matlak, well, it's a chop and change with every single game and different players in the squad. Number 3 Kosek gets a run out today. She didn't play yesterday, and she'll be going through the outside along with Anna Baranska, number 11. Gegal, number 15, and number 6 Bednarek will be going through the middle. 12 Sabarek will be setting, and number 17 Kazel will be opposite. That means Skabronska, the captain, number 1, is on the bench. Also starting setter normally number 5 Skarupa on the bench. It remains to be seen whether this first six will be the one that actually finishes the first set, let alone the match. So it's Japan who've had an absolutely outstanding World Grand Prix. Their highest ever finish was a 4th in 1997. And as we see them now, they put their campaign, fabulous win against Brazil, beating them 3-2, 15-13 in the first time they've ever beaten Brazil. They then followed that up with a 3-1 loss to China, unfortunately for them, but bounced back with a wonderful 3-2 victory against Italy, 17-15 in the fifth. So they're still in with the chance of having their highest ever finish in a World Grand Prix. Up against them though, Poland. And well, Poland at the moment on course for the wooden spoon. They've lost all their matches, and they were beaten out of sight by China in match day number 3, losing 25-19, 25-19, 25-17. Hence the changes from head coach Jerzy Matlak for today's game. Something has to give. Poland need to get better, although watching them in the warm-up, they seem pretty frivolous, light-hearted, plenty of jokes going on. You just wonder whether or not they're actually up for it, or whether they're just going through the motions. We'll soon find out. So much talent in this Polish team in your picture. Least of all Skabronska, but she does blow hot and cold. Anna Baranska, number 11, just side on to us with her hair in bunch, is an awesome outside hitter, wonderful jump server as well, but they've been consistent during this tournament. But certainly one team that have been very consistent, and we can expect to see plenty of their defensive prowess today is Japan. The team's just lining up now as we get ready for the national anthems. We're going to have teams out onto court. They'll turn to face the flags and everybody will be upstanding as we have the national anthems for both teams, beginning with Japan and finishing with Poland. Proud moment in any player's career to be representing your country and to have the national anthem played in front of you along with your teammates. So the players now getting ready to be introduced to the crowd and to those of you watching at home. But first of all, let's meet the referees, those in charge, starting with our first official from the United Arab Emirates. It's Hamid Al-Rusi. He will be ably assisted by Luis Gerardo Macias from Mexico. We wish those two the very best of luck and hope they have a good game. We'll know if they have because we won't notice them. And now it's time to meet the teams, beginning with Japan. Number 3, Yoshi Takashita, she'll be setting. Number 4, Inoue, going through the middle. Number 5, Yamamoto Ai, she'll be going through the middle. Number 7, Yamaguchi through the opposite slot. And then number 12, Saorai, and number 14, Ibata, going through the outside wing hitting. And number 6, Yuko Sano, the libero, your head coach, Masayoshi Manabe. So for Poland, up first, it's Kozek through the outside, number 3. Number 6, Bednarek going through the middle. Number 11, Anna Baranska through the outside. Number 12, Sadarek going through the middle. Number 15, Gegal also going through the middle. And number 17, Kazor through the opposite slot. Sadarek, my apologies, she's setting, not going through the middle. And Mario Lezenik, number 2, is the libero and head coach, Jerzy Matlak, looking as cheerful as ever. So teams out onto court, second official just checking the rotations are correct, and then the liberos can take their positions on court. So Poland have done that. Japan are ready. Poland are ready. The crowd here at the Beilun Sports and Arts Centre are ready. Captain on court is Anna Baranska, number 11 for Poland. It's Japan with the serve playing in yellow, Poland receiving playing in red and white. First set is underway. First point to Poland, Gegal on the slide behind. start this for Poland. Goranska getting a wipe off on the backcourt pipe. Sano caught with that float serve. So free ball for Poland. Nice pick up. Takashita. Not only does she pick it up, she tries to give a hitting opportunity for her players. It's brilliant to watch. More defense from Japan. And we can expect to see an awful lot more of that. Hopefully, not too much of that. Yamaguchi not getting a wipe off. Now Poland 3-0 up. He won't know what to do with himself. He's thinking about standing up. He's sitting back down again. Coach Manabe looking rather impassive at the moment. That may change. Gengal with the serve. There's commit block from Bednarek, but it's a continuation. This time Sora comes off the backcourt serve. And unsurprisingly, Japan calls timeout. Brilliant start by Poland, 4-0. Let's get a very good view of what's happening from the end on camera. Just showing us what the court looks like from that side as Gegal serves again. Whenever you go to watch a game of volleyball, you can certainly go and spend one set at least sitting end on as high up as you can. And you can see how the play builds up. Just watch this. Through splitting the block, all the movement of the players. It's fascinating to watch. If you can take your eye off the ball for just a second and watch the movement of the players, especially on a good pass, and see how they all come in towards the setter and run routes to try and disrupt the block. And Poland not doing that. You would have spotted only one the player ran in. That was the middle player, and it was easy then because that was where the pressure was coming to, and Japan reacted to it. If there's 3 or 4 players running around the setter, there's a lot of pressure on the block. Takashita really making an exceptional hit. But Poland again splitting the Japanese block. Only one blocker in the middle. Too many angles for Keizo. No chance in the end for Japan. Free ball for Poland. 3 front court attackers. Goranska also on the pipe. She's just played the ball. And it's Keizo with a height advantage through 2. Going over the top of the batter. And Poland 7-1 up. Great swing. They're straight over the top. The batter no chance. That's better. Yamaguchi with her slide behind. Quicker than Kozek could get the block set. Slightly given away by Takashita, but still Kozek did not know where to go. Didn't really get it set properly. Goranska caught by the serve. Off ball for Japan. That one slightly caught Yamaguchi by surprise. So Orai and Ibata on the same defensive line, shoulders parallel, flinching as the ball went between them. And Poland lead 8-2 at technical timeout. Whenever you're playing defense, you need to stagger your defenders, one slightly in front of the other one, so that the ball passes the player in front, the player behind can make the pass for the defensive play. If you're on the same shoulder line and the ball goes in between you, as you turn to look, you'll see the other player and it's an automatic reaction to the play. Hence, you don't play the ball. Kozek the serve. This is a very uncharacteristic start for Japan. Just don't seem to be fired up for this at the moment. But rather not complaining. That's a very good serve from Kozek. Japan called another timeout. Orchestrating the offense to split the block. Say all right, with a big gap to go through, does just that. So much power, such a fast arm. Just waited and then whipped her hand through the ball. So this match here between Takeshita and Baranska and Poland will look to exploit that as much as they can. Simple stuff, the ball out wide. Interestingly though, Sabara making it a little bit more difficult than needs be. High ball to four is all they need. There they go. But Baranska decides to take on Yamamoto. This one a little bit wider. Baranska not ready, has to tip. Well, Poland pay the price for overcomplicating their offense. First pass, ball high and wide, but got the job done. And as it is, it's Seorai with the tip, Keizo with the half volley, and they don't count. Volleyball is a simple game. Sometimes there's just no need to overcomplicate it. And that's as simple as it needs to be. Ball out wide, mismatch, Baranska and Takeshita, point for Poland. The other simplest and most effective offense is a quick ball. And the player coming in quick, and then the player going wide. Nice pass, serve again. Well, Yuko Sano is having a bit of a nightmare passing. Normally so reliable. Just the two passes, her and Seorai. Yamaguchi helping a little bit, but there's a lot of co-op for Sano to try and cover. And Poland will try and force the ball into the corners and make her move as much as possible. Good lead by Poland. Well, Japan need to try and get something going. Just build some rhythm, under a few points. Put some pressure on Poland. See how they react. Anna Baranska. Got room to go for the jump serve. Decides for the jump float. Disclosed, just lands on note. Seorai, unforced error. Japan still under pressure. Takeshita wanting a little bit more height on the pass. Baranska once more. That's better. Polish block not even close enough together. Takeshita. Great pickup from Sano. Nice up from Keizo. Stop Baranska. Yes, she got enough of the block. pile of ball in the net, but anyway, getting attacked. So Poland have a 10-point lead in the second technical timeout. Come the players once again. Takashita coming from the back row for Japan. 3 front court attacking options plus Ibata on the pipe. Needs a good pass. No need to even bother. Unforced there. Geigal with a wild swing from the serving line. Japan get a cheap point. Kozek, Baranska and Zenik in the passing lineup for Poland. Kozek being the target because she's the front court swing hitter to try and overload the front court players. Nice touch. Kazel very slow to react. No such thing as an innocent bystander on the volleyball court. Lively swing. Baranska couldn't contain it. Zenik got a touch, but Kazel couldn't help. Again, Kozek target. Really well done. Bednarek up in the air so early on that one. Just waiting for the ball to get to her. Maybe this relaxed attitude that Poland have adopted coming into the game is what they needed from the start of the tournament. It's proving to be very effective. Good lead. The block was set up perfectly, so that cross-court angle wasn't available. Trying to avoid the block and miss the court. Sabarek will serve again. Big front row for Poland. Sabarek doesn't help matters. He gives the point to Japan. Sunak coming from the back row has Kozek available. Bednarek and Kazel. Plus Baranska on the pipe. It's a 4-on-3 mess match. And Japan should be under pressure in the block, but not anymore. Good serving. Which meant that Japan had a chance, and there's the value of a good serve. Although Poland are able to get the side out, you serve tough, suddenly it's not such a problem. There's not 4-on-3 or even 3-on-3 as it comes 1 against 3. Baranska did very well. This might be a little bit of a worry for Poland. They're just starting to miss their serves. Are they relaxing too much? Do they feel they've got the job done and dusted already? They may well win the set. They don't want to give Japan any momentum to take forward into the second set. You know. Well, a little too high for Baranska. Has to tip. Poland will get another chance though. And it's that simple. Baranska, she's just got her left side up a little more and forced her left shoulder into the ball. It'll be a little bit straighter in the air. And she'd be able to go a little bit steeper, which would mean that the Japanese backcourt wouldn't be able to touch the ball. Takashita's not going to touch it at the net. Good work from Ibata. Kazel getting beaten and acknowledging the fact. Too much line left. No chance for Sabarek. Easy lead. These players know pretty much within a tenth of a second when the ball's in or out, once it leaves the server's hand. Any kind of arc on the ball and they know instantly It's those flat serves that cause all the problem. Good pick-up from Zenit. Excellent work, Kozek going through the gap left because Takashita couldn't get in and help on the puck block. There was no way Takashita was ever going to hit the ball, but she fooled Poland into thinking she would. Then she went for the jump set and freed Seorai. Arakai, the captain, in for blocking duty. Play. Sagarek just lost sight of Gegal. Hadn't picked up her movement properly. Point for Japan. Well, Matlack has called timeout. He's seen enough. Nice work from Seorai. Loads of line again. Over the top and right into the corner. Kozek, no chance. Okay. Timeout does its job. Ireland have the ball back. It'll be Baranska to serve. Baranska currently top of the best spikers charts, if you like your stats. She's 44% successful. Not so successful with the serve. It's the only stat that Poland top at the moment. Gegal just about squeezes that one through, and it's set point now for Poland. Well, that's a little bit low, but it doesn't help Japan as that one rolls wide, and Poland take the first set comfortably, 25-15. Well, a bit of a thumping for Japan, and a huge wake-up call for them. It's amazing how they can play so well against one team and then start so poorly against another.